Welcome back to our channel, where we bring you daily news reports analyzing and breaking down the drama about the royal family. Today, we have an intriguing story that will keep you on the edge of your seats. We're going to investigate the mysterious case of Thomas Kingston. Let's dive into the details. Thomas Kingston passed on from a disastrous head injury, and a weapon was found close to his body. An examination confirmed that Mr. Kingston, the husband of Prince and Princess Michael of Kent's daughter Lady Gabriella Kingston, was tracked down dead at his family's country house previously. The 45-year-old passed on from a horrendous head wound. A weapon was found close to his body in a storehouse at his parents' home in the Cotswolds, an examination opening at Gloucestershire Coroner's Court heard. A posthumous has uncovered proof of a solitary gunfire wound. Police precluded any outsider association at that point and said the conditions were not dubious. Senior Coroner Katy Skerrett told the court Mr. Kingston had plunked down for lunch with his folks, however vanished when his father went to walk the canines. On his return Mr. Kingston was not in the house and after around 30 minutes his mom went to search for him, she said. His dad constrained section on a locked-out building when no answer could be acquired. He found Mr. Kingston perished with a disastrous head injury. A weapon was available at the scene. Crisis administrations were called. Police are fulfilled. The passing isn't dubious. A posthumous has been embraced by Dr. Jones, an expert histopathologist, and a temporary reason for death has been given as a horrible injury to head. Having been happy with distinguishing proof, beginning reason for death and the concise conditions encompassing Mr. Kingston's passing, I can officially open this examination. I presently conclude it to a date to be fixed. That closes the kickoff of the investigation into the passing of Thomas Henry Robin Kingston. Mr. Kingston, a lender, wedded into the regal family after a proposition on the island of Sark very nearly a long time back. Known as Tom, he wedded woman Gabriella, who is top dog Charles's subsequent cousin, at St. George's Church at Windsor Palace in May 2019. Lady Gabriella honored her significant other in a joint explanation with his family, portraying him as an uncommon man. The assertion read, "It is with the most profound distress that we declare the passing of Thomas Kingston, our cherished spouse, child and sibling. Tom was an extraordinary man who illuminated the existences of all who knew him. His demise has come as an extraordinary shock to the entire family and we request that you regard our security as we grieve his passing." Lady Gabriella is definitely not a functioning individual from the illustrious family, yet support was reached out to their family from the imperial family not long after Buckingham royal residents made the declaration on Sunday. The King and the Queen have been educated regarding Thomas's demise and joined Prince and Princess Michael of Kent and every one of the people who realized him in lamenting a much cherished individual from the family. Specifically, their Majesties send their most genuine contemplations and petitions to Gabriella and to all the Kingston family. Mr. Kingston was a Bristol College graduate and overseer of Devonport Capital, a firm which centers around giving money to different organizations in outskirts economies. He likewise worked for a stretch in Baghdad, Iraq, to secure the arrival of prisoners subsequent to joining the Conciliatory Missions Unit of the Unfamiliar Office. Notwithstanding wedding into the more extensive imperial family, he was additionally companions with Pippa Matthews. Previously Pippa Middleton, Princess Kate's sister. As per The Independent, Mr. Kingston joined Schroders Resource the executives in London in 2006 preceding joining Voltan Capital Administration in 2012. Lady Gabriella is the King's subsequent cousin. They are both extraordinary grandkids of Lord George V. Mr. Kingston was an overseer of Devonport Capital, which has some expertise in giving money to organizations in boondocks economies. The Bristol College graduate had likewise worked in Baghdad, Iraq, attempting to obtain the arrival of prisoners subsequent to joining the Discretionary Missions Unit of the Unfamiliar Office. He was a dear companion of Pippa Matthews, the Princess of Grain's sister, and the pair were said to have dated in 2011. Lady Gabriella, who has filled in as an expressions and travel chief for a brand organization, is an essayist and contributing proofreader. She is likewise a vocalist lyricist and delivered 2 bossa nova motivated tracks in 2020 to fundraise for a noble cause. In spite of the fact that Lady Gabriella is certainly not a functioning individual from the imperial family, she and Mr. Kingston's family are being upheld by the illustrious family. No burial service plans have been delivered up until this point. Prince and Princess Michael of Kent went to a help for the late King Constantine II of Greece on Tuesday in St. George's Church at Windsor Palace. Constantine was Lady Gabriella's adoptive parent and went to her wedding. The Princes of Wales, likewise a godchild of the previous Greek monarch, pulled out of going to without a second to spare. However, his non-appearance was a result of an individual matter and was perceived not to be associated with insight about Mr. Kingston's. Thank you for joining us today. We'll be keeping a close eye on any further developments, and we'll be sure to bring you all the latest updates. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell, so you don't miss any breaking news about the royal family.